Jennifer Phelps here. Jennifer Phelps, Organize, Design, and Reinvent. And I want to ask you a question just between you and me. With Valentine's Day fast approaching, is clutter killing your romance? Well, if it is, I'll tell you what, if you guys are arguing about clutter all the time, you're probably not feeling the love. But I am here to tell you that you are not alone, because maybe because the universe has a sense of humor or something like that, studies show that 48% of couples argue about clutter. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to say that I want to help you get your spark back before you just burn it all down. So here we go. Here's some suggestions for you. Did you know, I read a meme one time and it was great advice. It said, before you get married, ask, what is a reasonable number of t-shirts for one person to own? Because it will come up. And that has come up in my life, frankly. So let's say you didn't have that conversation before you got married and now you're arguing about stuff. Maybe you've had this conversation over and over again and you're both just tuning each other out. Well, let's say the first suggestion I have for you is to try to have a conversation in a different tone. Try to listen with open hearts and open minds. Have one time you set aside and say, we're going to talk about this, rather than kind of the side conversations that we often have. So with an open heart and open mind, go through the house and really have a conversation about what each of you, what are trigger areas for each of you. And whether one of you is fine with stuff or fine with another area, or one of you is just upset with a whole shebang, try to listen and try to understand and make a priority list of things to address. Hopefully, you can come to be on the same page and start making a plan. So, first thing you want to do is decide whether you're going to work together or separately. It might be that one of you is just happy for the other one to do all kind of stuff, or it might be that you need to work together on things. So decide ahead of time who's going to do what. Maybe one of you gets to go through it, but the other one has to review it. That's an okay option as well, so long as you agree on that. For example, maybe DVDs, the old DVDs, one person can just go through all of them and take them to donate. Or maybe something like books and tools or something can be gone through by one person, but then what is offered to, goes in the donation pile has to be reviewed by the other person. That's a reasonable argument to make. That's a reasonable plan to make. So schedule time. That's also important. Whether one of you is doing it and you're looking for the time in a busy life, schedule the time. But also, if the other person has to review stuff, make sure there's a deadline for that review so one person's hard work doesn't turn into resentment because everything is sitting in a new pile in the hallway, or say next to the car in the garage, just waiting to go out and not being able to go anywhere. So if the two of you are going to work together, schedule time, do it in increments that are reasonable for each of you so that you can get something done and maybe not kill each other. So the next thing is, it's really important to be on the same page regarding sentimental or heirloom items. That might be parent stuff, it might be kid stuff, it might be other kind of stuff, college things or whatever. It's really important you get on the same page about that and where that stuff is located in the home, where it's displayed. That's something that you can have conversations about, because maybe just shifting where some of those things are in the home will make a difference for both of you to be happy. And I would say the number one rule of all of organizing as couples, as individuals, as whatever, is never, ever remove or rearrange your mate's stuff without their permission. That's just not the way to go, because chances are you have enough of your own stuff to go through. And once you get some clarity, maybe your mate will follow suit. So even if you're not on the same page with things, and even if one of you has a higher tolerance for clutter or mess or whatever you want to call it together, even if one of you has a higher tolerance for that, the other one, the one who wants the change, you have plenty of areas and stuff that you can go through on your own first. Okie doke? All right. So you can also, another thing you can do together is they'll make a pact about which areas are to remain clear. Maybe that's the kitchen counter. Maybe that's the home office. And I really recommend the master bedroom being a really clear space. So don't have work tables, don't have piles of office kind of stuff in your master bedroom. So make a pact of the places that need to be remain clear for the functioning of your home or the happiness of one or both of you. Consider also that maybe different parts of the house can have different rules. Maybe the family room can be a little messier because there's more people using it, but the kitchen counter stays clear, for example, okay? Also, if you guys cannot agree on anything, consider giving each other a space that you can each use as you see fit, as messy as you want, without comment from the other person. Ideally, that's a room with doors. Maybe that's the garage, maybe that's the man cave, maybe it's a craft room. But if you make a space that each person can feel autonomy over, then maybe that can help you both live together and clear other spaces as you agree. Now, of course, lastly, if you've really been arguing a long time and you really can't come to terms with how things are going to be for both of you to be happy in the space, get some help. One, hiring an organizer. Sometimes the organizer can help create accountability and open up a conversation that's just hard for the two of you to have. Not really a referee, but definitely a helper. And if really the issues are a lot deeper, seeing a marriage counselor is a really great idea, because sometimes our inability to work together to maintain domestic harmony or be supportive in our home space might be a symptom of an underlying relationship problem. Yeah? Okay. So I say that no matter what your dynamic is, your relationship is so much more important than any stuff. So schedule a play day, a date night, or something to reward the hard work that you have done together to clear some of this stuff out. If one of you is doing all the work, maybe you get to say, I'll clear out all the stuff in the home office, and then we'll go on a really nice fancy dinner or something. So make a reward system, whether you're working together or one is taking on the burden, so that you can have fun and experience why you're trying to make a happy house together. Emphasis on together. So what I say is clearing the clutter will help clear the air and hopefully get your spark back. So again, this is Jennifer Phelps, Organize, Design, Reinvent, and I hope that you are not letting clutter kill your romance. I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and I'm here for you. Schedule a discovery call at jenniferphelps.org or give me a call. I'm here to help. Thank you.